And we're talking a lot about how to choose, how to find a good therapist. But I guess that many people would say, well, I'm lucky if I get any therapist. And I'm probably also lucky if, for example, NHS or the health insurance pays for it. What would you say in that scenario, like when you cannot really afford a therapist or you cannot even find a therapist? That's another problem then. I mean, not all of us can choose a therapist.
Yeah, we've been in a very
lucky position.
Very lucky position, very privileged. Yeah, me being like, oh yeah, I've had 4 therapists. How lucky I am.
Yeah, true.
To have had
so
that.
So privileged.
Yeah, and I don't take that for granted. I'm very grateful for that and understand not everyone has that opportunity, sadly. And the sad thing is, like, in the UK, the waiting lists are so long on the NHS, and it's often very limited what you can get. Like what I got on the NHS for when I was going through anorexia was like maybe 6 or 8 sessions and then you're gone.
Really?
Yeah. It was very limited and it was quite tough. Yeah. I guess one option, I've had spoke to someone recently that's going to group therapy, can be a much more financially viable option. And like there's something really interesting in that as well, like a lot of value in that, sharing your experience with other people and like building a community. And like often our trauma is created in relation, so doing the healing and integrating work in relation with others as well can be quite powerful.
Approach,
yeah. So maybe group therapy is great there. Seeing if there's any support you could get from work, like even mentorship through work, or if there's like mental health support at work. But yeah, it's a tough one. I hope there is more provision for more people in the future. I really do, because it's needed. Maybe going to support groups, or, if there's some kind of charity group or meet up for people with specific challenges you're going through, maybe looking at charities like in the UK there's a Mind charity, and maybe even meeting friends or people. Like the conversations we've had together, very therapeutic and very healing. And even if you can find friends and maybe you choose to read a self-help book together, or you work through a therapy book together with a friend, or trying to find support in some ways, even if you can't find a therapist.
I think what also might be helpful, if you cannot pay for, I would say, like psychoanalytical therapists, for example, looking for different approaches. For example, like art therapy, if that suits your needs and your personality in a better way, or hypnosis therapy, dance therapy, those kind of things often more go into like the direction of coaching and consulting, and are most often also cheaper. So they're more affordable in the end, and also may suit you in a better way.
Yeah.
For some people.